أشرقت نفسي بنور من فؤادي حينما رددت يا رب العالمين.
Assalamu alaikum. Brother, following our recent conversation, I thought I'd send you a very quick testimonial just to say Jazakallah. I'll start from the beginning. I've never been a particularly religious person, even though my extended family are devout Christians and my wife and in-laws are devout Catholic Christians. There is a difference. At the end of last year, a number of life-changing events took place, back to back, causing me to completely go off the rails. I was doing a lot of bad things, brother. A lot of bad things. But throughout all of that, I was constantly talking to God to show me the reason for my life. I was begging for some sort of sign, any sign, that there was more to life than how I was living now. My wife suggested that I started to go to church with her on Sundays, and I thought, why not? I'll give it a try. On the way to church that Sunday, I saw a Quran Project billboard and an advert for a free Quran, but I didn't do anything. Every day I saw that sign for weeks, brother. Still, I just carried on doing what I was doing, talking to God and doing a lot of bad things. Anyway, my wife and I were in Slough one day and she decided to buy me a Bible. We went into the shop and I spent nearly an hour trying to decide which version to choose from. There was the King James Version, the New King James Version, the American Standard Version, the Amplified Version, the New International Version, and on and on. I didn't realise there were so many different versions to choose from, and I didn't understand why there would need to be. But in the end, I settled for a New International Version. I got home and flicked through it randomly, only to notice that the verse that I was reading, from the chapter that I was reading, wasn't there anymore. I can't remember which chapter it was and which verse now. Anyway, I checked to find out why it wasn't included in the chapter anymore, only to find out that it was not in the original manuscript of the text, which means it wasn't there originally, someone put it there after, and they took it back out again. As soon as I realised that, all these questions started popping up in my head straight away. Why was it moved? Who moved it? When was it moved? Suddenly I felt like I couldn't completely trust this book, not in this form. The day after, again, I saw the Quran Project billboard. And I thought, well, it says that it's never been changed. So I ordered a copy. It was free, had nothing to lose. Brother, as soon as I received it, Alhamdulillah, I bursted into tears and I cried because I knew that this is what I was praying for. I couldn't put it down. It was written in plain English, it had the history behind the revelation, it had the introductory chapters for further reading, it had everything I needed to get me started in understanding Islam. After reading it for a while, I found a mosque near me. I wanted to ask the Imam some more questions before I started taking any steps. So I just went there without an appointment. It happened to be Friday prayer. My brother, as soon as I walked in, all of my questions were answered at once without anyone saying anything to me. It's difficult to describe, but all of my answers, all of my questions were answered immediately. Alhamdulillah, I took my Shahada that day, on the 14th of March 2014, and my life has never been the same since. I am more at peace now than I've ever been before in my life. I've got a newfound purpose for my life, my faith has never been stronger, and I understand how to really pray in submission to the Almighty. If I'm honest, my family didn't take things very well, but they have noticed the positive changes that I'm making. So they're slowly coming to terms with it. They have days where they're very understanding of my reversion, and other days where it's more of a challenge for them. I pray for them daily, and I have patience. Sorry bro, I didn't realise it was going to take so much time. I think sometimes it's hard to understand how big a change is without looking at what was before. I pray Allah, God blesses the work that you're doing. I pray that Allah rewards you handsomely for the lives that He's saving through your work. Jazakallah. I'll speak soon, inshallah.
حينما رددت يا رب العباد وانتشت روحي وصار الدمع يجري يا إلهي خذ بقلبي للرشاد